Joined by Hillis Burns of the men's lacrosse team and one of our generalsports.com athletes of the week. Hillis, come from behind win against number 15 Denison over the weekend. For your team, you had 7 points, 5 of those in the second half to help spearhead that comeback. What adjustments were made at halftime to prevail in the end?
Well, I don't think in terms of our game plan we changed anything at halftime. We talk a lot about how we bounce back from adversity, and a big message at halftime was, we just faced adversity. How are we going to respond? We're going to come out and control what we can control, fix the controllable mistakes, and we did just that, and it was a great second half and a great team win.
Your team this year, 4-0 through the first 4 games, 2 wins against ranked teams. What's been, part of the fabric of why this team has been so successful in the early going?
I think the team chemistry this year is something I've never been a part of. I think our captains have done a great job bringing all of the different classes together. Overall, I just think everyone's having fun, and I was really bought in.
For you, yourself, taking a big leap forward this year. Last year, you were starting some games before you had your season cut short with injury. This year, have now been the leading scorer through the first 4 games. More points through 4 games this year than in 10 games last year. Just what's been a part of that progression and taking on a larger role for yourself?
I think in terms of kind of a new offense this year with Coach Garrett, I think we have lots of great leaders on the offense, and we've all really bought in and to this kind of new style of offense we're playing. And I think it's a lot of fun. It's a little each player has a little more freedom maybe than in the past, and it's just been kind of a transformed offense for everyone, and I'm just kind of happy to be a part of it.
Big game at home on Saturday against number 3 Gettysburg. You guys finally get to return home after playing the last 3 games on the road. What's going to be a key to walking away with a victory on Saturday afternoon?
I think just to continue what we've been doing, continue with the assisted goals. That's been a big priority. Winning between the lines and just riding hard. I think we take pride in those things. We'll continue to have success.
He's Hillis Burns of the men's lacrosse team and one of our generalsports.com athletes of the week. Hillis, thanks for joining us and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Now joined by Mary Schleusner of the women's basketball team and one of our generalsports.com athletes of the week. Mary, last week you guys played in the NCAA Tournament. You had 19 points, 21 rebounds, 6 blocks, and a tight 58-55 loss to UW-Oshkosh. First off, what is it like to play in the NCAA Tournament, and how were you able to help your team rally back after being down double digits early in the 4th?
Yeah, it was definitely a super cool experience. I sort of had a, whoa, this is legit moment when we got there on the first day and we got the badges and there was a ton of cameras during the game. I didn't realize how big of a stage it would be, but it was super cool to be there, especially my freshman year, just such a big leap from high school. And I sort of thought our 4th quarter run just came from everybody wanting it more. Even though it didn't end up the way we wanted to, I think everybody just dug in, and they were up by 13 points at one point, and nobody let that get to their heads, which I think was the mentality we were looking for all season, but it was super awesome that we were sort of able to lock in there and tie it and even get a 1-point lead at one point. So I think everybody just wanting it more, locking in on defense, I think that's where it came from.
As a whole this season, this team won a conference title, set a program record for wins, and also countless other statistics. It was the best season in program history from top to bottom. What was it like just to be a part of that?
It was awesome just to be a part of it. Going into this year, I remember we had numerous meetings where they set goals, and year by year they always say the goals to win an ODAC championship, and that just seemed so far away in the beginning of the year, and to be able to accomplish that with the entire team and all the returners were super locked into that, just inspiring the younger players that, this is the end goal. Of course, we want to make it to the NCAAs, but to have not won an ODAC championship since 2010 and to secure it this year, that was awesome.
Looking at it from your season, ODAC Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, first team all-conference selection, all-tournament team, most outstanding player of the conference tournament, single-season rebounding record, second most blocks in a single-season program history. The list goes on and on of the things you were able to accomplish this year. If you had to give yourself a grade or rate how you played this year, looking back at the whole season, what would it be?
If I had to give myself a grade, I would give myself an A-, because there's definitely still so much room for improvement, but I'm super happy with what I was able to do. I'm super happy with how much I learned. I think that's probably the biggest thing, because going into this year, I mean, high school basketball was just so much different than college basketball. And so learning the style of play, learning how to play defense at this level from both the coaches as well as the older players, which I looked up to so much. I mean, I just think that was the most important thing. And I'm not done yet. I'm still so excited to, improve my game so much more with learning from the older girls, learning from the coaches. And so that will be fun.
Lastly, with the season kind of wrapped up, a little bit more free time here before next season starts. What's maybe something you're going to work on in the off season, or spend some time before next season to get yourself ready?
In the off season, I'm definitely going to work on my shooting. Hopefully I can get in the gym with Hannah Malik and Elka, learn how they do it. Hannah wants to run one, so that should be pretty fun. Looking forward to that with her. So definitely work on my shooting. I'm going to try to work on my vertical, as much lifting as I can do to improve that. That should be fun. I don't know, a lot of time that I can, work on my game, work on different parts of it, have some fun. So that's what I'm excited for.
Mary Schleusner, the women's basketball team, one of our GeneralSports.com athletes of the week. Mary, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.